God has you right where you need to be. So we're painting our house. We're done. And look at what I did. I got paint like on this right here. I got it like in a bunch of different areas. I'm not gonna show you, but the guy that painted our house, my friend Damien, his workers didn't show up. And so I stepped in to help, and I'm obviously not very good at painting, and I made a mess. And then he came back and saw it. He just kept going on and on about it. I was like, we gotta get this off, we gotta clean this. And I was like, it's just like a little mess here and there. It's not that big a deal, right? We could just look over that. And he wouldn't let it go.
Amen.
I couldn't figure out why he wouldn't let it go. Like, I was like, are you a perfectionist? And he just kept saying, I just can't leave the job this way. And it was so encouraging because there's a verse in Colossians 3:23 that says, work hard and cheerfully at all you do, just as though you were working for the Lord and not merely for your masters. And so Damien's showing me that, like, this is not the way to leave a job. Yes, I told him over and over again, this house needs a lot of work. You don't understand. We've done all kind of stuff. You know, it's like just a little paint's not gonna matter. He was like, no, excellence is what I'm going for. And that is such a good way to look at any part of your life, because I think the Instagram world, the media, everything says you need to aspire to be something more, right? You need to do X, Y, and Z to boost your career, and you need to have this many opportunities by age this. And it's just crazy, and it can drive you crazy, always looking ahead to the future, to the future, to the future. I gotta do this, I gotta do that. What if we were just good at what we do right now, like Damien? What if we worked hard at everything and cheerfully at everything that we do and found joy in it as if we're doing it for the Lord? What if you're scrubbing toilets for the Lord? What if you're serving burgers at McDonald's for the Lord? What if the videos or the content that you made online, what if it wasn't just for likes? What if it was just for helping someone? And that's a mind shift that needs to happen in me a lot, and it's hard. But I wasn't always this way. I always, when I first started, Lokalani and I were working at a little small church in California, and I had like 10 kids in my youth group. And I was also working at UPS, like night shift. And at church, I would work, and then I'd finish all my work and I'd have nothing to do. And so I started making these little videos on a little camcorder. And so many times I'd come home and I'd want to quit my job. Like, I would be so frustrated. I felt like I wasn't getting enough recognition. People weren't, giving me the attaboy that I wanted. And I realized through her saying, just go, just pray, just get back in your study, just go to church and pray, and God will give you something to do. I realized that recognition is not going to cure my insecurities, only recognizing that God has chosen me and he sent his son to earth, and no one, his security was ripped away from him. No one recognized, who he truly was, and they crucified him. And they all ran away. All his closest friends ran away from him. He did that so I could have eternal security in him, right? And always needing like a pat on the back or an attaboy from people. What that means is I've turned my back on getting my affirmation from God, and I'm trying to seek it in other ways. And those are all lessons Lokalani was teaching me by saying, just go, stay consistent, go. And from that encouragement, we started doing videos. This was before Christian influencers were on the scene, before TikTok, before Musical.ly. It was way before any of that. And now I'm realizing that, like, I have the freedom to just be a dad, just be a preacher, and I don't have to be a mega influencer. I can just find joy and work hard and then play hard. And so whatever you're doing right now, work hard at it. I don't know where God has you, but I was so encouraged by Damien telling me stuff like, dude, yeah, I just want to work and enjoy time with my daughter, And he kept saying, I'm just a painter. And I was like, one day I walked in and the house was so different looking. Like, you can see how different it is. And I was like, dude, you don't understand. It was so dark in this house. We couldn't even do crafts. Like, you hear the kids doing crafts behind me. We couldn't do any of that. So I said, dude, you're not a painter. You're a life changer. Like, you come in to people's homes and there's a vision that you have that they don't have, and they step back into their space and the space is different. To be able to change a space and change that space into something that it wasn't, so it can be used for things that it wasn't used for, that's game changing, that's life changing. And so, I don't know, I went to McDonald's the other day because we were so tired from moving our stuff back in the house, and we're like, let's just get the kids McDonald's. And I looked at the guy serving the burgers, and he looked so sad. And I thought, I wonder if the Lord just like saved him and changed his heart, if he could, make it his goal to cheer up every person that goes on the other side of that intercom at McDonald's. What if we lived like that? The world would be a lot less dark, right? You want to say bye? This is the person that does the amen in our newer videos that you've been hearing. And we're trying to record a new one with all the kids, but Lions was the best take that we had that day. So, Lion, do you want to say amen?
Amen.
Sounds just like the outro. Love you guys. Check out our podcast if you want. It's called Amen Podcast.
Amen.
And it's Spotify, Apple, YouTube, everywhere. Love you.
Amen.